Dear students, let us begin with the third part of the lesson on India and ASEAN, in which we will learn about the convergence of interest between India and the ASEAN countries. Southeast Asian countries are intimately acquainted with Indian mythological texts like the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, yet many are unaware of their roots in Indian cultural heritage. Indian contemporary art and pop culture, such as the Indian TV show Mahabharat, dubbed in Indonesia and broadcasted in March 2014, enjoys significant success in Southeast Asia. Bollywood films have the ability to resonate culturally with young Southeast Asian populations, indicating the enduring nature of past cultural bonds. India and ASEAN should engage their populations through awareness generation programs about their historical ties, fostering understanding and appreciation of their shared heritage. Establishing an ASEAN-India Center for the Promotion of Cultural Exchanges could serve as a proactive step in enhancing cultural relations between the two regions. Furthermore, enhancing connectivity, especially air connectivity between India and ASEAN countries, would increase the likelihood of passenger travel, facilitating people-to-people exchanges. By actively promoting cultural exchanges and leveraging shared heritage, India and ASEAN can deepen their understanding and cooperation, fostering a more robust relationship between the nations. These efforts, when sustained and bolstered by increased connectivity, can contribute significantly to strengthening the cultural bonds between India and ASEAN, creating a foundation for enduring collaboration and mutual understanding. A brief examination of these impending issues makes it evident that the India-ASEAN relationship requires additional efforts to progress in line with their rising international status. India and ASEAN have committed to enhancing partnerships in various areas, including capacity building, scholarship, trade facilitation, infrastructure development, and pandemics and public health emergencies. However, India's increasing protectionism, demonstrated by its decision not to join RCEP, reluctance to expand the India-ASEAN Open Sky Agreement, inadequate contribution to the ASEAN COVID Fund, and delayed completion of infrastructure projects like the Trilateral Highway and the Kaladan projects pose significant challenges to building sustainable partnerships. India needs to accelerate progress on these issues. Simultaneously, ASEAN should recognize India's limited financial capacities compared to China while appreciating the mutually beneficial partnerships India aims to establish, benefiting all stakeholders involved. India's engagement with ASEAN has been optimistic but fragmented, with efforts made on a piecemeal basis. One positive step was the establishment of a separate diplomatic mission by appointing an ambassador accredited to ASEAN, indicating progress in this direction. Despite this, there is a pressing need for more comprehensive actions. The Indo-Pacific region is facing serious challenges, primarily due to the escalating rivalry between the United States and China. China's assertive actions, such as building artificial islands in the South China Sea and violating Taiwan's airspace, have raised concerns. Within ASEAN, countries have divergent opinions on how much space for China's interference in their regional affairs should be allowed. While Cambodia and Laos are perceived as close allies of China, Vietnam, the Philippines and Indonesia have expressed a desire for increased US assistance to strengthen their military capabilities. Some ASEAN nations have conducted joint exercises with the United States to display their dissatisfaction and anxiety over China's maritime intrusions. Despite these efforts, the ASEAN as a whole remains apprehensive about the escalating tension between the US and China. They have consistently emphasized the importance of maintaining the ASEAN region as a zone of peace, prosperity and stability. Notably, according to Kishore Mahbubani, if the rivalry between the US and China intensifies, India could serve as a crucial geopolitical buffer for ASEAN. Hence, there is a growing expectation for India to deepen its engagement with ASEAN across various dimensions such as economically, in terms of security, through political and diplomatic collaborations, and by strengthening cultural and civilizational ties. Given the evolving regional dynamics and the need for stability, it is imperative for India to enhance its involvement in the ASEAN region, fostering cooperation and reinforcing the shared goal of maintaining peace and prosperity in the region. Let us summarize what we have discussed so far in this lesson. India and ASEAN have agreed to build upon the convergences in their vision, working towards a free, open and inclusive Indo-Pacific region. A significant step in this direction is the commendable Quad initiative, where vaccines are manufactured in India and exported to various regions, including ASEAN countries. India has extended invitations to ASEAN nations to participate in any of the 7 pillars of India's Indo-Pacific Oceans initiative. Presently, Indonesia is a member of the Marine Resources pillar. This move emphasizes the importance of collaboration and integration among nations in various sectors. To foster greater integration, trust building efforts, capacity building initiatives and cooperation in research and development are essential. Focus areas include public health, pharmaceuticals, maritime security and the blue economy, reflecting the shared commitment to enhancing regional stability and prosperity. I hope you understood what we discussed about India and ASEAN. We have concluded our lesson. Thank you.